Hi, I'm Brooke. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share another out of body story. I had a really funny experience last night, and I've been laughing at myself all day. It was like a mini OBE. So I wanted to share it here in case it inspires anybody. And yeah, I just hopefully you'll think it's as funny as I did. First, just a bit about me. I am a fine art photographer. I'm sitting in my art gallery in Manhattan Beach, California. This is some of my artwork behind me. If you like beautiful things on your walls, then I will put a link to my website in the description and to my Instagram. You can follow along for inspiration. It's all very in the moment, simple pleasures, enjoying what life has to offer. And I have many sizes and subject matters on the website. Okay, out of body. If you watched my other out of body video, then you know I had a spontaneous out of body. I didn't know what they were. And I was just, by the time I was conscious, I was just already out of my body. And I really didn't know what was happening. And it was really a wonderful experience. If you haven't watched that video, I will link to it in the description. But after that happened, I came across Darius J. Wright. I'm guessing probably if you're watching this video, you might know who he is. And I joined his group, his method. And so I've been trying to do it consciously on purpose. I'll be honest, I haven't been like super disciplined, but he gives some different methods. And one of the ways he says is you in a dream state, you could become lucid, you could realize you're dreaming it. And in that state, you can pull your consciousness either into the dream or you come back into your body and then get out. You come back when you're in sleep paralysis, and then from that state you can essentially like roll your soul body out. Okay, so again, if you go watch the other video, I've had a couple experiences where I have been able to wake myself up from the dream state, come back into my body in paralysis, and then try to get out. And I've either been too passive in getting out or too aggressive. There's like a fine line, which I hadn't reached until last night. So last night, I woke up in the middle of the night. So before I went to bed, like in the evening, I watched. So you should definitely check out Darius if you're into out of body. But last night or a couple of days ago, I don't know when he posted it, there was a new testimonial video on his YouTube. So I watched it last night in the evening. So I think my brain was primed. So that's why I'm sharing these. And I think it's good just to watch people's stories because I think that triggers something. You're putting it in your subconscious. So I had watched it, I'd watched the testimonial all the way through and heard the guy's story. He had a lot of stories. It was really a long one. It was great. And so I went to bed, and at some point in the middle of the night, I woke up to go to the bathroom. And then when I got back into bed, I thought, maybe I could have an out of body. And I like really tucked myself in to be comfortable. Because Darius also talks about like getting your body into a comfortable position so that when you're out of body, your body is not like uncomfortable and calling you back, right? And so I got myself really like perfectly placed, really comfortable. And then I fell asleep. And so in my dream, I was in my art gallery. There was someone else in here with me. And all of a sudden, I look like on one of the pieces of art, and there was like a big hair. I mean, I have a lot of hair, it gets everywhere, but it was like this very noticeable hair. And that's what happens to me in these lucid states. Once you like, I looked at it and I'm like, that doesn't belong here. And it's for me, as soon as in a dream, as soon as I notice something that doesn't belong, then I realize I'm dreaming. So I see this, I say, this doesn't belong here. And then I turn to the person that's in the gallery and I was like, oh, I'm dreaming. Now I can have an out of body experience. Like I announced it to this other person in my dream. And then boom, I was in my body on the bed. It was in paralysis. And then my body starts vibrating and I got so excited. So Darius also talks about not to be too emotional, either too excited or fearful, because there's like an electromagnetic pull that like the body will pull you in if you're too excited or afraid or whatever. So, but I mean, I was just like my body's vibrating. I was like, oh my God, it's happening. I'm so excited. And then this was the new part because that part's happened to me before. But so it's vibrating, and I'm like, okay, it's happening, it's happening, it's happening. And all of a sudden, I felt my body sort of like unlock, right? Like it was so cool. I haven't felt that before. I felt the release. And then I like slowly started to like move my legs like off the bed. And then I heard the word yes. And I mean, I don't know if there was someone else there. I didn't see anything. I just heard it. Maybe I just heard my own thought, but I was like, that's encouragement. I'll take it. So I move, and so then I get like the rest of my body and I can start to feel the pull. And I really wanted to look at the body. And I just kept telling myself, don't look back, don't look back, don't look back. And all of a sudden, like there was so much pull. I was so excited that I like I got down on the floor and I started crawling and sort of like trying to hold on. There was nothing to hold on to. And just, but I was like on the floor, my hands and knees crawling, just saying, don't look back, don't look back. And I made it just to like the door, like the threshold. And then I was back in my body. Every time I think of myself, like I was like just trying to hold on. Just don't look back. It was like leaving like a war zone of don't look back. It was so dramatic, but it was hilarious. Like when I woke up, I was laughing, and I've been laughing all day because also Darius talks about like you're still yourself, right? Your personality is the same. And I was just so dramatic, like holding on. Anyways, I'm super excited because this was the first time I consciously got myself out. I have the other time I was just out, and then a couple times since it's I haven't had that experience with that like unlocking, and it was so clear, like boom, once I was like unlocked, I was like, oh, this is it. And so now I guess the next phase for me is to calm down. I don't know how I'm gonna calm down. It's so exciting. Anyways, I thought it was hilarious. Um, and I also think it's just, it's good. Like I said, I believe like if you hear people talking about the thing you want, you can start to activate it in yourself. So please like, comment, and subscribe. Please comment if you just want to share your out of body experiences, if you had a good laugh at this, if you listen to this and then you have your own out of body like as a result of maybe listen to it before you go to bed like I did. Definitely go listen to Darius's latest testimonial video because that guy has a lot of experience and he shares like a bunch of different stories. So I feel like I'm going to listen to it again because definitely sparked something in me. And that's it. It's just a little fun short video. Keep you guys posted. Hopefully next time I actually like get out of the room and relax. That relaxing is tough. And that pull is no joke. The body is not messing around. At least mine. It was like, where you think you're going? Anyways, all right. See you in the next video.